Someone clicked this link and within seconds I had their IP address, their location, their device, and a lot more information. And it didn't involve any malware, hacking, or downloads. It was simply done with one click. Most people think that clicking a link in general is harmless, but in reality, even a single click can expose your IP address, your location, and details about your device. So in this video, I'll show you just how easy it is to track someone this way, and more importantly, how to make sure it never happens to you. Every device connected to the internet has an IP address, and it's like digital return address. It basically tells websites and services where to send data. And just like a return address, it can reveal more than you think. When you click on a link, your device sends a request to the server hosting that link, and in that moment, the server logs your IP address automatically. This is normal, which happens with every website you visit. But here's the catch. If the person who controls that link is using a logger, they can see that IP address and everything that comes with it. Depending on how advanced the logger is, it can grab a lot more than just your IP address, like your approximate location, your ISP, your device type, your browser, screen resolution, language, and so on. And of course, that's way more than most people realize they're given away just from clicking a link. So now that you understand how this works, let's see this in action. I'm going to walk you through exactly how someone can create one of these tracking links using a free tool called Grabify. And then we'll look at what kind of information it actually captures when someone clicks that link. You'll see just how little effort it takes and how much data you can get back from a single unsuspecting click. Grabify is a free online tool that lets anyone create a link that logs IP addresses, and you don't need any downloads or any accounts required. The first thing it needs is a destination. This is what the target will think they're clicking, and this could be a YouTube video, a meme, or anything that feels normal to the end user. For this example, I'm just going to use an image link. And once you paste the link in this box, just hit create URL, and then it will ask you to agree to the terms of service. Once you agree to that, just like that, you got your tracking link. Now this is the URL you would send to someone, and if they click it, they'll be redirected to the image, but behind the scenes, all their connection data will get logged. For example, if I copy paste this link into my browser, you'll see that it goes to the image link, and if I refresh the Grabify dashboard page, I'll see an entry underneath the results section. And if I click more info, I'll be able to see all the information that was logged. As you can see, there is the IP address, country, browser, operating system, the ISP, and so on. We might be able to track even more information than we already have by enabling a simple feature called Smart Logger. If I close this and scroll up, you'll see the Smart Logger there. If I turn this on and open the link in a separate browser window, simulating what happens when someone actually clicks it, it will again redirect to the image, but this time, if I check the latest entry in the results, I'll see a lot more information than before, like the ad blocker, screen size, resolution, color scheme, even the GPU model, and more. And keep in mind, this isn't just a one-time thing. If they click the link again from their phone or on a different network, Grabify will log each visit separately. Now, you might have noticed that the link we use to track says grabify.link, which isn't exactly subtle. If someone's even a little tech savvy, they might spot it and then think twice before clicking that link. That's why attackers often change the domain to something more believable. And to do this, you can click on the change domain, make a custom link button, and from here, you can pick anything that looks more convincing. For example, if you want the person to think that this is some kind of image hosting website, you might choose something like pichost.pics or imagehost.pics. Once you choose your domain, the URL will show up at the top, and if you want to further customize it, you can set different file extensions, different paths, and even URL parameters. And of course, once you're done, you'll have a link that looks way more believable. To the average person, this will look like an image URL and not a trap. And because it redirects to a real destination like a photo, video, or a news article, they'll never even suspect anything happened. But the moment they click it, their info will get logged. Now, you might be wondering, what can someone actually do with this information? Well, if you're not behind a VPN or firewall, they could easily scan your IP for open ports, they might use it for DDoS attacks, or they could use your ISP and location for social engineering attacks, like pretending to be your provider, your employer, and so on. And it's not always about what they do immediately, it's about what this data enables next. And that sort of depends on the attacker's creativity and imagination. By now, you probably realized that this doesn't take any hacking skills at all. You just need a free tool like Grabify and a little bit of social engineering. If someone sends you a random link out of nowhere, especially if it's a stranger, always be skeptical. Don't just blindly click links. You can always right-click, copy the link, and then paste it somewhere safe without opening it, so you can actually see what you're dealing with. Additionally, you can use a tool like _it to expand the URL and then preview the destination before ever clicking it. As you saw in this video, tracking someone with just a link is easier than most people think. As always, thanks for watching, and if you found this video helpful, share with someone else who should see it. Stay safe out there, and I'll catch you in the next video.